Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, so what's going on, Live Wire fans? All right, so yesterday was the inaugural season kickoff of the Unrivaled, where we seen two teams play. We seen the Lunar Owls beat the Miss 84-81 with Skylar Diggins hitting the game winner in that game. We got to see a bunch of highlights in that game. Now, this game was a little bit more competitive, back and forth. The Lunar Owls was losing in that game, but then they came back and made it a game in the second half. Like I said, Skylar Diggins hit the game winner. You had Jewel Lloyd on the other side with the Miss. Jewel Lloyd and Skylar Diggins, they played with the Seattle Storm, and both of them, you could tell they didn't get along with each other too well. And I'm gonna show you a few highlights of that game real quick. The game was okay for my, it's not like, well, how it is in the duck, but I'm gonna just show you some highlights real quick.
Under a minute in the first, turned over by Mist. Williams ahead of the pack, blocked by Carrington. The seatbelt season has moved to Miami a few years ago.
Well, I told you her defense is where it starts, and Dejanay Carrington does not disappoint running down Courtney Williams.
Now, that play was by Dejanay Carrington, and pretty much that was one of the highlights for her in the game. And then she had another one when she was trying to get the ball and pretty much jumped into the crowd. But for that, it wasn't that much, man. This game was a little defensive, more close together, where it was a little bit more exciting and stuff like that, because you had Jewel Lloyd and Skylar Diggins going head to head against each other. I like that because one is about to be an ex-teammate. So, and they had a lot, Skylar Diggins got some of her, and, she got some of Skylar Diggins. Jewel Lloyd got some of Skylar Diggins back. And that was the block right there. But then was a play that Skylar Diggins, did a fadeaway pull up on her and everything like that. So it just goes to show. I don't know how you feel about the game, how you feel about the season. I was at work watching some of the game. Well, I watched both of the games. But at the end of the day, it's just, it's going to take something to get used to, because some of these players are made for it and some of these players are not made for it, but it's what it is. Like I said, Skylar Diggins hit her little game winning shot in his game, and so I'm gonna let y'all see it real quick. But I must say that with the arena being so small and not a lot of fans in there, it's not loud. The camera angle is different. They look a little bit more bigger because they want to project it a little bit. But it's what it is. Feature caller for that game, she had 25 points, had 9 of her 10 rebounds on defense. Jewel Lloyd scored a game high. She was the hot hand in that game. She had 29 points, but she lost. Like I say, I just think the game was, one of the better games, because the second game was bad. It was not worth watching. It was kind of hard to look at a little bit here and there. like I said, the feature caller, they beat Breonna Stewart's them team. So you think about it, it's pretty good, you know. So, but at the end of the day, it's what it is. Um, Now the second game you had the Rose and the Vinyl, in which the Rose is Angel Reese team, and you got the Vinyl with Leo Boston, Enrique Umawale, and Ryan Howard. And which that was a really good game to me, I think, for scoring wise, because you would think that Enrique and Ryan would have been doing a lot of scoring, but it was Ryan Howard carrying their team. Enrique didn't really do nothing. I was expecting her to do something, but she didn't. So, and it's Ryan Howard. She carried the team and they won. Now there was a play in the game that we got to see. Aaliyah Boston get drop Angel Reese in that game, which a lot of people kept saying she slipped, but it's what it is.
Excellent job putting the pressure on one another, defending as well as.
And that play right there was the significant nail in the coffin, you know what I'm saying? But the Vinyl did beat the Rose 79-73. Ryan Howard had 33 points in the game. She was 6 for 12 for the 3-point line. And Hamby, she had 15 points and collected 11 boards, 11 of her 13 boards in that game. So to me, I think the Vinyl and the Luna, they probably the two top teams, but I think the Vinyl had the best team, because the fact of the matter is that they do have a lot of scoring. Even though they got Leah Boston that plays a big, she could score inside out. But you got Enrique, you got De'Erica Hamby on that team. So yeah. I think yeah. so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But nonetheless, I'm gonna show you the last shot of the game for Ryan Howard real quick. Now they do have two other games today. You got the Rose playing the Lunar Owls, and you had the Phantom playing. Dang it, I forgot the first team they played earlier, because it was kind of like trying to think. I'm trying to think who they played early today. I can't remember. Hold on, let me double check real quick. Dang. What? Yeah, no, that's yesterday's game. That was yesterday's game. Yeah, there we go. But trying to look at right now. I'm watching the game on the Lunar Hours and the Rose, and the Lunar Hours is up, but the Rose just cut it to 4 right now. So, but yeah, the first game was oh man, because the first game was a blowout. Yeah, it was the Laces played the Phantom, and it was 86-48, and where Caleb McBride went off in that game. So it just, to me, I just feel like at the end of the day, these games are, it's, you could look at it and determine who can thrive who could thrive in the 3-on-3 better than most of the people that can't really thrive. I mean, you're gonna have to play like some inside out game. You're gonna have to play some short game, because you got a lot of scorers that can shoot from the outside, but if they're not hitting, then you got bigs that can get the rebound and push the pace. So I mean, like I said, I just feel like at the end of the day, like yesterday's game, it was pretty tight to the finish, and it took a game-winning shot by Skylar Diggins to win the game. But the second game was kind of all over the place. I mean, Angel Reese did had a double-double in that game. She started off decent a little bit, and then in the second half, she just kind of reverted back to some of her old playing, missing layups and stuff like that. And you could tell that some of these players, they still miss layups, uncontested layups that they shouldn't be even missing at all. But at the end of the day, I mean, they got 10 weeks of this, so hopefully they can get back to it and see. But that just means you got to learn fundamentals, and I just don't see a lot of fundamentals. I think these players are too comfortable playing the way they play, and that's what it looks like. They're just comfortable playing the way they play, and they're just not going to change their game. Some of the players do work on their game, want to get better and stuff like that, but you can see some of them revert back to their old style. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably going to take a while for them to do that, but I don't know. I mean, my overall grade from yesterday's game, the first game, I gave it a B because it was okay. It was not something spectacular. The second game, I give it a C, so overall a B minus. I'll rate the other games today. I'll do follow up on these next two games, but unless that's all I have. I mean, I'm going to watch it and stuff like that, but I just don't think that this league is like it's really that eye popping like I guess you could say, and it's not like you could really get a grasp. To me, you want to see them play, but I just want someone exciting. I could tell you this: if you had Kennedy Carter in this game, and if you had Caitlin Clark in this game, if you had Asia Wilson in this game, you'll see more excitement because Kennedy Carter, she would probably score 40 points in the first quarter because she's that dynamic. She's hard to guard. Caitlin, Caitlin would have been shooting. She would have been shooting all the way from deep. Hitting deep shots. And it would have stretched the floor a little bit more, I think. And then you had Asia Wilson, who's pretty. She's an athletic big that can runs the floor, can shoot outside, can inside out, and everything like that. You would love to see her in there, but you missing. And then you got Kelsey Mitchell, who also that would light it up from outside as well. So you have pretty good 4 or 5 players that could be in this league, taking the place of some of the ones that shouldn't be in the league. That's my take on that. Give me your thoughts on it, and I give you my thoughts on the game 2 or day 2 and everything like that. So until then, Live Wire Sports. Till the next episode, I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live Wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.